Listen, collective, you are on a very threatening frequency. And on this frequency, you leave behind a lot of old chapters, a lot of stories or narratives that no longer resonate with you or serve your highest and greatest good. And because you no longer resonate with people, places, or things, you threaten the fabric of their existence. And as long as you are living proof that you can experience a different story, that you can rewrite the narrative, um, that you can choose between fate and destiny. It takes a lot of hard work, but it is possible. As long as you are living proof of that, you will always be a threat to your familiar places, your familiar family, friends, etc., 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 etc. All right. So we're gonna tap in and see what's going on in the collective energy, what spirit needs you to know, be aware of, who or what is in your energy, and what you need to burn away. Okay. This is a season of happy, happy changes, happy life. Um, and you are meant to open your heart. What they fear is that you will open your heart and you will receive all your heart's desires. Okay. Now, don't ask me who they are, but that's how the messages came through. So that's what we're gonna stick to. So thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to channel messages for our highest and greatest good, allowing me to see clear and concise messages. Thank you for flowing through me so that I may continue to channel messages. Now, what deck do I need to use? All right, let's tap in. Welcome back, new and returning subscribers. TT here, your fairly psychic medium. All my messages are timeless, so take what resonates and leave the rest. We just tapping in anyway, but I will let you know if I get any messages to deliver during this reading. Okay, angel number 251. All right, you got the Page of Cups. Someone here is you did something. Okay. You did something. Hey, you could have just did something as simple as told the truth. Said what you said, did meant what you meant, revealed what needed to be revealed. And someone here felt really triggered by that. Because I keep hearing the evil queen, the evil queen. Okay. Even though the evil queen had done, even though the evil queen came from a mother that did so many evil things already, when it was her turn, she became vengeful. Okay. So I'm picking up on revenge here. Collective, that's what's going on energetically. There's a strong desire of revenge. There are people that want to seek revenge against you for exposing their inner child issues, for telling them pretty much that their happily ever after isn't coming in because they refuse to work on themselves. Now, I don't know how you convey that message or what brought about that message, but if you're watching this channel, I can tell you this right now. You just wanting that cycle not to repeat itself would automatically rub people the wrong way, because they would say, "Oh, who do you think you are? You think you're too good to hang around certain people?" It's a level of awareness that you possess that you only become aware of. You only make better decisions when you become aware that something wasn't okay. You see what I'm saying? And there are a lot of people that didn't know better then, and because they didn't make the better choice in the past, they let the cycle repeat itself, or they let the trauma pass down to other innocent people. Typically, there are some people that when they go through something traumatic, they want to protect others. So they may become hyper protective. Okay. Um, in those situations, those kinds of people, they use their keen eyesight and awareness to be able to peep some sick shit in other people. When you've been touched by a sick mind, a sick person, or you've had experiences of any type of um, neglect of any sort. Trigger warning. Not trying to trigger anyone. I'm just trying to let you know that I see your struggle. I see the plight. I see the plot. Um, and you may keep to yourself. I need you to know this reaches out as far as someone that keeps to themselves. You don't bring up the trauma of other people. But the fact that you refuse to engage or indulge in certain repetitive patterns that were once accustomed, maybe to you, your family, or situations, it's like, oh, I'm noticing that you're moving differently. And if you're moving differently, that means that they feel as if they should have been moving differently all along as well, but they didn't feel that way until you started moving differently. All right. And these can be people that are older than you, and they want to know why you're more conscientious, you know what I'm saying, of certain scenarios. And you read the room and you can tell when something's inappropriate. It has to come from somewhere, because it's not like your family exposed it to you, or people specifically. Either it happened to you or you watched it happen to other people, and you could see from very young that there was something wrong with that picture. There was something wrong with certain people being in certain places and situations that should have never occurred. But the reason why it occurred is either the adults then weren't doing their job, um, people were chasing more relationship and the connection than they were protecting and defending innocence. And so you've seen a lot, you've witnessed a lot, or some of y'all have experienced a lot. And through that, you create a safe space for other innocent children not to have their sweet dreams ripped away from them, um, or to feel, at least feel safe enough to be children in your presence, or be innocent in your presence. And that creates a sense of structure. It also creates a sanctuary. I feel like you create a sanctuary in the hearts of other people, and a lot of shit, older people, younger people, they never forget you. And this has rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. Miserable people, that is. And so this isn't making any sense to me, because I want to know how someone like you would ever be receiving bad critiques or bad news from other people. Someone like you that's standing up for what's right, as being a voice for the voiceless, that's not just, that can see the plot, that can see the malicious intent here. Why would people be against you? It's not, but that's why I said this is not making any sense. You rather go broke than to put you or your children in an unsafe situation. You rather do a lot of things than to allow, well, no matter what people say about you, than to allow something that has happened to you or anyone that you know to continue to be repeated on your watch. Okay, something like that. It's like, because you're going against the karma. That's what it is. Okay, so I feel like when they say the apple doesn't fall far from the tree, there's supposed to be a certain karmic wheel that's spinning. And it only spins correctly when everybody plays their part. So when the same thing that your parents did to you, the time comes for you to do it to your kids or for you to allow it to happen. If you stand up against it, they know you're awake. Forces know you are awake. But you aren't battling your family. You aren't battling your friends. You aren't battling your lovers. You are battling forces beyond your control that's aware that you can see. You can see you can see the plot. You know what's to come. And so to discourage you from going against those forces, um, the objective would be to irritate you just right, hurt you with the people that you love, and to make you feel completely and utterly frustrated with your life, your circumstances, and everything else in between. That's the objective. The devil, okay? Devil is also Capricorn energy. So this is telling me there's a curse or something. There's something that's been passed down generationally. And you interrupt that usual program. Mm. So I do feel like someone here close to you was being used as a vessel um, to, like, if you took the high road, someone here is being used as an instrument to go low when you go high. And it's coming, the person that's being used to come against you is a very miserable evil queen of some sort, drama queen, if you ask me. Okay, it's because you are making happy changes in your life and your heart is open, and they feel like, why they're using someone that looks at you like, why is it that you get to have a happy ending? This person don't feel like you're worthy. They feel like the things that they've been through makes them worthy, not you. I feel like this is a group. This is a group effort. People that keep up with your routine in your life. There's a It says teamwork and community. You're using a whole community and team. It's like everywhere you go, they're all connected some way somehow. This could also tell me something about work here. This could have been like the gossip or the conversation at an event, a wedding, a celebration. Someone here is patiently waiting for the opportunity to do something to you. Like if they can't abuse you, then they'll be patient enough to do it to someone that's innocent. Page of Cups. They'll pass this communication on in a way that affects their psyche. Someone here wants to affect the psyche of someone connected to you, and their objective is for, let's say for example, when you when a person tries to affect the a child, especially when they're in their vulnerable stages. So I would say from crossing over developments, right? So we all know age groups mean everything, right? That's why you have sets. And people of the same set should not be hanging out with people that isn't of the same set with them. This would be someone that's used to hanging out with people younger than them, or um, definitely more impressionable than them. But it's like they hang out with malicious intent to say certain things, either shatter their dreams or say certain things in front of them that either makes them curious or feel broken. This is like breaking of an innocent spirit. And when that happens, it can create drama. Someone here wants to create some type of drama in more than one way for you. This is someone that wants you arguing with your anyone weak enough to affect you, people that you love. So the objective here is to find a way to get in to penetrate your shell. So you find yourself arguing with your kids, arguing with your lovers, arguing with family, everyone pointing a finger at you, and you like, I don't do shit. I mind my business. But there's an invested interest in doing whatever is necessary to create conflict into your life. So many people are bothered by things that you have either said, did, or things that you haven't said or did, clarity you haven't provided, explanations. The answers that they think they want lies within them. Looks like the issue that they have is like, oh, you think you're so perfect. Look at your situation. I bet you didn't see this coming. I bet you didn't plan for that. I bet you didn't plan for this. The problem here is the only problem with their plan is that everything that they're doing, you didn't plan for it. But it's not the end of the world that you didn't plan for it. It's how graceful you handle the shit that you didn't plan for. They're not getting it. Something here is not clicking. It's like I didn't plan for this circumstances, but I was charged and assigned. This is my life. I chose it for myself. However it ended up, whether I chose it for myself or God created it for me, I don't fucking know. But what you do know is yourself, God, the creator of all things, didn't take you this far just to leave you. The journey ain't over for you. So why would you get caught up in what has been when there's so much to look forward to? That's I feel like that's what the problem is. And your hope, your optimism, your forward thinking and all that shit, it just irritates their demons in some type of capacity. Like if I got bad news, you need to have bad news. This is the projection over you. Very much triggered. But it seems like every plot along the way that has ever plotted against you, you keep seeing the entire situation. You see the intentions, you see the tapestry, you see what's being sown, the role you're supposed to play. Like time slows down for you. And that's why I'm also picking up time with Capricorn. Time slows down for you reveals to you everything, and then when it goes back to the present moment, that could be a gift that you have. The difference is when you know that bad news is coming for you, instead of you spending all your energy trying to change it, you focus on what you can do. You become a Mexican. Okay, I mean, Feliz Navidad. All right, so we have someone is going to be so upset that their plan, they did all of this thing to host an event, to have a function, to celebrate. They worked at this day and night to put this shindig together. And they were going to use that moment to dump pile all of their emotional grief and sorrow onto if it's affecting your energy, it means it's affecting someone you directly love. And then you were going to hear about it through the grapevine. And it was going to trigger you because you would have to then, it would spark a conversation where whatever is harboring on someone's heart, when you act, they wanted you to ask the question, why didn't you do this or why didn't you do that? And they're like, haha, I got you to ask me, right? Playing devil's advocate, attempting to, but failing at it miserably. The desire here is to conjure up you asking them a question that invites them to go down a topic or a rabbit hole that they're supposed to be over. And when this plot doesn't play out the way they wanted it, they're no longer interested in the cast that they plotted. The entire cast that they brought together, they were only extras in their story. The scene that they wanted to experience with you was one where they got to venture down. They got to go back in time. You remember the time when you did this or you said that? And remember to confront something. Rather than putting some fucking big girl panties on, big boy pants on, and saying what the fuck they want to say and cutting through all this damn. What do they think they are? The Count of Monte Cristo? What do they think they are? 555. Literally. What is this, tic tac toe? This is a game to someone. At least they think they playing a game, 9 of Wands, but you're too heavily guarded and protected. Every time they conjure up a plan and it's designed to come towards you. They're reminded over and over again that you are not the one to be fucked with. And it seems like no matter how many times people say, you sure you want to do that? You sure you want to do that? You sure that sounds like a good idea? This person don't give a damn. They feel like they got all the time and resources in the world. I got nothing but time to think of ways that I could do this shit. You see them coming a mile away. 7 of Swords. You keep killing someone with kindness. All right. This is an invitation. Someone is receiving an invitation to put down their sword. Okay. And heal. It's time to heal this wound. Someone here has a childhood issue. They've been sexually abused of some sort, you or someone else. They feel like their dreams were shattered. And you are the company that they want to keep in this misery. It's like, I want you to keep me company and stay in hell with me. We're going to be in hell together. They're waiting every day. This person lives to wake up to find out if some bad news has come to you yet. And they want to say something like, oh, I know it must be very daunting waiting to lose what you love. But I know what that feels like. I'm a master at grief. I know what it feels like to grieve something. And then you're never planned for it, but it's gonna happen. Someone wants to sit that close to you to say some shit like that to you. Meanwhile, you're protected. It's unsuccessful plans. unsuccessful plans. See, behind the mask. The difference between you and someone else is they need tangible things to make them feel connected. His physical experience uh, is temporary. Access you have ain't the same access as someone else's have. What is this grief about? Divine intervention. Told you. In reverse. Divine intervention in reverse. Cuffing season. Someone here feels like you're about to get the life you've always wanted. Some of you guys, you're going to get the life you've always wanted, and it's going to start off maybe casual with someone else. I don't know. But someone here feels as if they were trying to initiate some type of divine intervention for you, fucked around and gave it to themselves. Checkmate, bitch. The audacity, 555. Work on yourself. Heal. Okay, someone was told straight up to kneel. Show me the devil energy spirit. Someone could call you the devil. Blind dates. Yes. Someone here may call you the devil. They may fear you. Someone here that has commitment issues. They no longer have commitment issues. CEO energy. That's Capricorn energy. That's the boss. Someone here's a workaholic. They work a lot. You really like that. So while you're working with forces, I do feel like I feel like there's someone in your energy. They on you. If you're breaking generational curses, you have some type of entity. You have some type of protection from a major arcana. All right. I tell y'all this all the time. I love the devil. The devil's the only card in this deck that's gonna tell you the motherfucking truth. All right. And when you start to understand and you really start to dive deep in the six, that's when you really break change. Break changes, but you gotta be willing to see the truth. See it for what it is. And I feel like that's why this blind date energy is showing up. There's gonna be a surprise meeting. Someone's gonna be very surprised. Taking control, natural leader, confidence in business. I'm the boss. You are the boss. That can also be signifying like a placement. You can have Capricorn placements in your chart. So what this tells me is the reason why you are good at doing whatever you are good at, the reason why you are good at giving advice, the reason why you are good at empathizing with people is because you have always endured pain, addiction. You know what it's like to be at rock bottom. You've persevered. Okay? Many of you were the ones, were the victims that became victors. You battled health issues. You were willing to see what was keeping you in bondage, materialism. Okay? You go from being powerless to powerful, hopeless to hopeful. And you could have chose violence, and you could have chose anger, and you could have chose to respond. That was the initial plot for you, but you flipped the script. And because you didn't run from your demons, and you allowed yourself to be the truth to be revealed to you about your fucking self, and you put in the work, now forces outside of your control can't use you as a puppet anymore. You can't. Tell me about this 501s, the attention seeking horse. Brand new. Ooh, you finna rattle the snake. I told you triggered. Everything you get. Why do you get brand new everything? Why do you get a new life? Why do you get true love? Triggered. They triggered when they see your face. I literally explain all this. Some of you guys, fake lovers, fake friends, fake family, fake supporters, fake all of that. It's gonna be hard for them to hide it in a minute. Hard. It's hard for them to hide it. You got people literally going to go get officiated. They going to go get different credentials and shit like that. It's because they want to leave something behind that they can be remembered by. And right about now, um, it only looks like you're going to be remembered for something. Poker face in reverse. Told you. Someone can't hide it anymore. They come and unravel. Money moves slowing down. It ain't even working the same way. Someone here is going broke as we speak, and they bothered by it. Someone could have had, they could have had bank in the bank. Look, money moves. Bank account dwindling. They on allowance. They on fixed income. They on something. And it looks like whatever it is that you're doing, it don't matter how you start, that's not where you end up. And it's becoming more and more evident to these people that you are going to be more than small mind, small brain behind a mask. Hidden emotions, concealing true self, afraid to show reality. No one sees the real me. They never let someone, they want to be respected and they don't want to come off like a hater. Um, and so they have to make it seem like they're following the signs and actually doing something grandiose, but really they're just sitting behind the screen, behind the mask, trying to see if you fell down yet. You know when they say, "Oh, when you dance with the devil come to collect." They waiting to see if the devil came to collect your ass yet. Meanwhile, you are the devil. You really are. Okay. The truth don't scare you. It sets you free. You love it. I'm telling you, it's the real thing. Crossroads. They feel like they haven't done the work. They're not ready to cross this road. They're still stuck. And it's the idea. Oh my God. Breaking cycles. You just break every chain. Inner child triggered. Someone here's inner child fucked up over you. They fucked up. Nikki Link. Some of you guys, this was someone romantic. This is like someone looks at you and say, damn, when you find the one or when the one finds you, you're gonna have the best life. And they look at their own situation and like, I'll never be more than a sneaky link, or I'll never be some nothing more than a jump off, a good time. I don't know why people torture themselves like this when it comes to you. Let it go. Let it go. Lesson learned. When somebody, could be a Virgo energy here, or when somebody finally learns the lesson, how to let things go and stop holding grudges. How did the evil queen become the evil queen? Holding grudges, seeking revenge. The moral of the story is this: Let some shit go. Release the grudge. Release, set yourself free. Forgive yourself and others. Free your heart. Someone here is struggling to free their heart. Okay? They keep trying to bounce back and prove that they are better than or some shit like that. They keep trying to refix or reshape themselves so they can convince themselves. Child, boo. 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 Boo 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 boo. That's enough of that shit. Y'all get the picture, right? I think y'all get what's fucking in the Kool-Aid. Shoot. Lost causes. They following a cause, but they lost what they caused. And you are fucking unfuckwittable. It says, fruits of your labor. Well, damn. Love affair. Someone here is having a love affair or the fruits of their labor. The love affair here, it says, beware. Love affairs at work rarely end well. Don't lose your mind. At the bottom of the deck. Whatever someone is promising to do for you, whatever. I don't know if it's you or someone else. Take how it resonate. Someone here is having some type of love affair. Okay, sneaky link, flare, whatever fuck going on. Okay, but they want true love, and they want true love with who they have it with. However, whatever seeds are being sown is not going to yield any fucking harvest. You or someone else, take it how it resonates. Someone is literally draining themselves, but they are not naive. Clarify this real quick for me. Ooh, this one cuts deep, doesn't it? Ooh, piggy bank in reverse. We got knife. Why did I see that scene out of Martin Lawrence, A Thin Line Between Love and Hate? And remember when she had this whole dinner plan, and he didn't show up for dinner because he was with the other woman, and so she like stabbed the cake. And yeah, it says social media comparison. Someone is hurting themselves, sitting around comparing themselves to another person. Don't let social blades carve into your self-worth. Damn. You're not going to get anything out of it. Now, the fact that these cards, these oracle cards specifically, are like your closing messages. I don't know who you are on the other side of the screen, but everybody watching ain't, they energy ain't right. So this is clearly showing me that there's positive and negative things, positive and negative energies watching. So you're really gonna have to discern and decipher. Mm-mm-mm. What does this say here? Yes, someone here has lost a lot of wealth. They lost a lot of money. They didn't know how to say no. They got played. Someone's having a love affair. Someone's griping with the reality that they being played. And they're not, there's nothing growing from this. It's one thing to lose all your resources and your funds, but to literally, on top of that, not have the person in the end, I don't know. not to have the what you're doing it for on the other end. Open up your heart in reverse. So Spirit's message to you is to open your heart to happy changes. And then I started out talking about you allowing a new cycle, a new story to be told. You finally getting it. You want who you want. This person may be your liar. Ooh, this person may be your karma for not listening and believing a liar or for lying. All right, because guardian angel and Pinocchio, all right, Pinocchio became a boy by he had to be true, honest and true, and he would remain a boy, and he wouldn't return to wood. But it looks like someone here has been lying, and so um, it's gonna take a sacrifice, and one of the ultimate sacrifices is selfless. Okay, sexuality. Someone here may be going through something sexuality, or someone might be pregnant. I don't know. Someone here is not able to be themselves, honey. Divorce. But it looks like there's a lack of intimacy. Someone here could have got snip, snip, you know what I'm saying? Because fruits of your labor and knife, because these are my cards of being, I was going to say castrated, but I was trying to say someone could feel demasculated. That's another thing. But someone could feel like their low hanging fruit are being cut off or they got a vasectomy. Mm-hmm. So they got a vasectomy to make sure that they don't mess around and get someone pregnant. Okay, someone could tell you that. If you told someone like you're pregnant or something like that, I feel like this person may not believe you because they went and got a vasectomy. There's just like a commitment. Someone here don't want to be in a commitment. Distance. So they're probably distancing themselves. Okay. Vacation, give it time. A lot going on here in divorce. Someone's like, well, before we get divorced, before we separate, let's just try to make it work. Yeah, distance. Mm-mm-mm. It's getting cold outside. I might have to cuff her. It's a lot of different stories happening at once. So the strongest one is the one I channeled, of course, delivery app devotee. Someone here likes to deliver a lot of takeout. Okay, abundance. They spend a lot of money on fast results. Sacred space. Someone or something is not your sacred space. However, you want who you want. You will get what you want, and whatever comes from the situation will be directly correlated with whether or not you you sit with yourself and you heal. You're meant to break some type of generational situation. Opening your heart, yes. Being happy with change, yes, but opening up to the same familiar energies that you know better with, ain't nothing good gonna come from that. God is not sitting up there in the great blue clouds saying, wanting you to put yourself through devastating times and shit like that. Um, break it, wake up for it, yeah. Not for yourself. Do it for your children that come after you. The least you could do if no one did it for you, right? Anyway, these are the messages that I got collective. I'll see you in the next one. 444, angel number.